Hey YouTubers, it's me, Mustin07, coming at you once again through the power of OBS Recording Studios, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make cylinders for an O-class steam locomotive in Blender. Because if you remember, for the series of Blender Basics, we're working on modeling an O-class engine. And this time we're going to be doing the cylinders. So, first, what we need to do is we need to go to Add, go to Mesh, and select Cylinder, and we should get a cylinder pop up right here in the center of this sort of empty world that we're building the model in. Now, obviously the cylinder is not right. It's way too big and it's not even in the right orientation. So first off, we need to change the orientation. And in this case, due to the position, we'll change the X to 90, and now it is the right orientation, but it's still much too big. In this case, we want to shrink the cylinder down to 0.33, and that's meters, just so you know. And now it's a better size, so we could drag it over here. And in this case, I have the two blueprints to help me out, but it's not perfect because some of the blueprints are a little different from each other because I'm using a lot of pictures. But just try to make it as best you can. Like, I'm trying to work more with this blueprint. This one is just here to help me figure out some of the things on the front. But it's not perfectly aligned with this one, unfortunately, because it was the best picture I can find. But just put the cylinder in wherever it needs to go. And then just move it and shrink it and do all that stuff until you've gotten it to the right shape. The next part is to do a square. So you can go to Add, Mesh, and this time insert a cube. And once again, not the right shape, so scale it down to the right size. We want it to actually go a little bit above the running board, which is this little thing right there. And we also want it to be the same length as the cylinder that we just created. Once you have created your rectangular prism for the cylinder part, we now need to connect it to this part. This is not hard at all, as all you need to do is go into edit mode and just make sure that this face is selected because we're going to extrude it to bring it down. So hit the E key to extrude. I also recommend going into this view so you can see your blueprints and everything. So just extrude it about right here. And then what you will do is you will then go into the select mode so that way you can select the individual corners to drag them in. So just make sure, and then hit shift so that way you can select multiple. And then go into this view and just click on the move button and drag them in like so. And then we will do the same for the corners on this side. First, however, we need to go back into object mode. And we can just quickly hide this cylinder right here just to make it easier on us. Then reselect this one and go back to edit mode and select these two and just move them a little bit. Unhide the other cylinder, and there you have it. We now have a pretty good basic shape for the whole thing. However, we are not done because now we need to actually add some details. To do that, we must go back into object mode and select the cylinder. And this is where it gets interesting. We are going to duplicate this cylinder so that way we can have the exact measurements. Then we're going to drag this out and play around with it until we shrink it enough. Now what we want to do is we want to scale it just a little bit because we're currently now making the ring of the bolts around the cylinder. So now we do this, and then once again we're going to duplicate the cylinder and shrink the duplicate down. And then we're going to select both and drag them away so that way we could perform what we need to do on it. And then select the inside cylinder again and drag it outward. Now this is where it gets interesting because we're going to use this second cylinder inside the main cylinder as a way to create a hole in this object to make it into a ring shape. Basically what you do is you add a modifier to the shape that you want to make the hole in, and then you delete the inside shape, and now you have a ring. So go to Add, Mesh, Cylinder, and before we do anything, we need to change the number of vertices. We can just change it to 6, and that makes it a hexagon. And then change the orientation to 90, and then move it to where you want it to be. And then we must shrink it down because this is just a little bit too big. Just use a scale and shrink it until it's about the size of a bolt. I'd say about right here is pretty good. And don't forget to check over here because it's a little silly because it's way over here and we need to make it much, much smaller. And once you have it in the right place, you can then begin to make more of them because we want to circle the whole thing. Do Control C, Control V, and then just slowly drag it over. Once you have created all of the bolts for one quarter, what you want to do now is you want to select all of them, hit Shift while you left click, and that should select them all. And now what you do is you Control C and Control V, then right click again, and we want to mirror them. And in this case, it's on the X global. So now we can drag them over here. And do that. And now what you want to do is you want to get rid of this one because those two are overlapping. And that would look really funny on the model. And now what you want to do is you want to select all of these ones up here. You don't need to worry about the ones on the bottom here and here because we don't want them to overlap. So once again, hit Control C, Control V, right click, go to mirror, and in this case now we want the Z global, and we should be able to
just get a cube
drag them
and
down.
line it up with the size of the frame so that way it'll be easier to scale it.
And we'll also want to add in another bolt right here. And once again, copy it. And now we have all the bolts on the cylinder and all the ring part. The next step is to select all of these little bolts. And we'll hit join, so that way we can make them all one contiguous unit. And then shift click on the ring and hit join as well, so that way now all of this is one unit. The next thing to do is we need to make the little thing that sticks out of the front of the cylinder. So once again, we're going to add a cylinder. And once you've added it, just change the vertices to however many you want and make sure that it's all good. And then make sure to align it so that way when you shrink it down, it'll be in the middle. About that size. Then you'll drag it over and continue scaling it. The next thing to do is to copy this and shrink it down. We want it to be very flat. Then you'll drag it out here. And then what you do is you actually will make it into an oval shape. And it should look something like this. Then we're going to insert another cylinder. And this time we're going to decrease the number of vertices to 6. Then rotate it, and then shrink it down. We want to shrink it to about this size, and then drag it over to about here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the cylinder that we already made right here, copy it, and then we want to drag it out. And this is where it gets interesting. We want to then shrink it a little bit. We want it about right here. And now we have the little thing that sticks out of the cylinder. And now we're going to make some tiny little bolts right here. So, once again, insert a cylinder. And we can leave it at 6 vertices because we want it to be hexagonal. Just do this. Drag it over here. And we want to center it there. That size looks pretty good. And just drag it over. Then we'll go down here and add a cylinder. And it doesn't have to be very big, and once again change the vertices to something higher because it's supposed to be circular on this part. Just scale it this way. We want it to be pretty long. Then shift click on the hexagon and join them. And then copy this and drag it down to the bottom. And once again, just join all these pieces together because it'll make it easier. And now we only have one more thing to do, which is to add some more bolts right here on the side of the cylinder, because that's a panel that can be taken on and off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put bolts right here because this is a panel, and on steam engines you could take the bolts off and look at the panel perhaps if you need to do maintenance to the steam engine cylinders. So first we'll put in the washers, which are right below the bolts. So just put this right here and just scale it up or down if you need to. This one you can leave at 64 vertices because it's the washer, it's circular, it's not a bolt. And then just make sure that it's aligned. You may need to rotate it a bit to get it aligned as best you can. It's about right there. Maybe scale it a little more, drag it in. And now we're going to add another cylinder right about here. Just pull it out and then change it to 6 vertices because we want it to be hexagonal. And once again, just scale it as you need to and move it around until it looks as good as you can get it. Then just shift click to select both the bolt and the washer and join it. Copy the whole thing and drag it over to the other side. And finally, you can take your cylinder, copy it, and mirror it. Now you can drag it to the other side. Now you have some cylinders for your steam engine. But that just about does it for this video. I hope this helped you figure out how to make cylinders for a steam engine. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and goodbye.